I'm about to just stack my bread up and I'm just about to just get the hell out. And that's exactly what I did. Welcome back to my channel. That's one. Thank you guys for still watching me and having faith in me and just being patient with me. This video is going to be basically about where have I been, what took me so long to come back, and just gonna update you guys about some stuff that's been going on in my life. I just want to get straight to the point. I took off almost 2 years of doing YouTube because my mental health was not good. Then I wouldn't be giving y'all good content. I found out I was pregnant in August of 2020. I ended up having my son March 11th, 2021. While I was pregnant with my son, my grandmother got sick, and I was with my grandmother since I was 4 years old. I live with my mom and I live with my grandma, but while my mom was working all the time, I was home with my grandma. So me and my grandma was like really close. She was like a second mom to me. So it wasn't like a sudden death. Like I watched her from her most healthy state to watch her pass, and that was like really breaking me down. Like it was just so much that was going on. I ended up having like anxiety attacks. I couldn't react the way I wanted to react. I was going to the hospital because I kept going into labor, and they had to keep stopping me from going into labor. Like they had to keep giving me IV fluids. Me and my mom, we didn't get along. We wasn't getting along. Like me and my mom always bumped heads. It's like a love-hate relationship. And then on top of that, I had to really just look at it too. Like my mom, you know, all she knows is my grandmother. So being that all she knew was my grandmother, she was going through losing my grandmother as well, and that's her mother at that. So if I look at my mother as my grandmother as a mother, then I can only imagine what my mom is going through. Like what she was doing, she didn't have to do. How she was reacting, she didn't have to react. Like I feel like she could have coped a little bit differently, but I guess like they say, like you hurt the closest people that is around you. It was crazy because I had my friend working at the rehab. Like she was already working there, so I wanted my grandmother to get transferred to where she was working. So as that was going on, she was watching my grandmother. So basically like I was getting the messages of when my grandma, like before my grandma was passed, like my grandma had a fever for like 3 days or whatever. But basically my grandma passed away. She texted me. I didn't even tell my mother yet because I was still trying to figure out, like, and I was pregnant, so I was still like, you know, trying to get my emotions. I didn't want to hyperventilate. I didn't want to go, you know, into labor because like I said, it was 1 month before I was due. So my mother called up there because I told my mom, call up there to check on them. So my mom went berserk. She had popped on me the day my grandma passed away. Like she was throwing dishes at me at one point. Like it was just crazy. And I'm sorry, mom, but we really got to talk about it. Like everything just got to all come out because now I'm healed now and I could talk about it, and I'm not angry, and I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven you. I've forgiven everybody that I had a problem with within my life. And yeah, so the day my grandma passed away, thankfully my aunt was there, and she like stepped in the middle and was like, nah, you bugging, like she's pregnant, you know, whatever. But like it's no hard feelings. Like my mother's a Cancer, I'm a Cancer, so I guess that's probably why we bump heads so much. And two, like we're both women, and it's just like it can only be one, you know, woman of the household. So it was just like, all right, I'm about to just stack my bread up and I'm just about to just get the hell out. And that's exactly what I did. Like a couple days after I gave birth to my son and I got out the hospital, I was going to Family Dollar for something. I don't even remember what I was going for. It was some type of medicine. I don't remember. But I was going, and somebody came and pulled out the driveway out of a car wash and pulled in and cut me off and hit me from the front. So I ended up getting into a car accident. I ended up having to go through the therapy. My shoulder I had a tear in it. My neck, my back, like everything was just all messed up. And then mind you, you know, I was breastfeeding my son, so I had to try to hold my son. And then like I had my daughter, because my daughter, she's 3 now. She's gonna be 4 in July. So it was like a transitioning stage for me and my daughter, and then like trying to introduce my son. I had to get a routine for all of us, basically just learn how to be a mom of 2. So I ended up just stacking my bread after my grandma passed away. Like, that really opened my eyes up, because when I went to the funeral, you know, the pastor was basically just, you know, talking out to the crowd and to my family, and was basically like, you know what, in so many words, like, Angel, like, you're the glue to the family now. Like, everything that your grandmother taught you, you have to pour that into your children. You have to sit down and, you know, you gotta do better. Like, basic bottom line, you gotta do better. You gotta try to keep the family together. Like, you don't gotta, you know, deal with them, you know, every day or whatever the case may be, but just learn how to deal with them. If you want to deal with them from a long handle spoon, then just do that, but just let it be love and not hate each other and not want to fight and all of this. Like, I promise you, ever since my grandma passed, me and my mom has not fist fought. I try all the time, like, when it comes down to my mom, my dad, just people, period, because everybody know my mouth is crazy. I'm gonna say what I want. It's just like, I'm not gonna let somebody do something to me and then I'm just like not saying nothing. So I ended up was like, you know what, me and my mom keep fighting. I can't live with her no more. Like, this is done. I have 2 kids. Like, I'm getting out. So I ended up building up my credit, and I got my credit to 733. So after I got my credit to 733, I ended up moving out last June of 2021 and getting my own apartment. This is my apartment. In November, I ended up going to the car dealer. I think it was $2,000 or $3,000 to the car dealer, and I ended up getting my own 2018 Toyota push to start baby without a co-signer. And yes, I did it all by myself. And then I ended up losing my brother-in-law. This process, what happened to him, my grandma passed, my brother-in-law passed, my baby father's still in prison, and all this stuff is going on. And it's just like, I'm still just trying to just figure out, how do I keep going through the journey. I found out that my best friend from high school, he ended up passing away. His death day was yesterday. So that made 2 years yesterday. Yesterday was the 4th, so it made 2 years. So I think that's another reason why I was like, you know what, it's time for me to just come out and make this video, because this month is crazy. It's May. It's his death day, my best friend. It's my brother-in-law's death day. It's my brother-in-law's birthday, because he passed 10 days after his birthday. So I was like, you know what, let me just do it. I'm currently working. I work at a kids shelter. I really like working there. It's pretty calm. I do overnight, so my shift is 11 to 7. So it still gives me opportunity and time for me to still do stuff with my kids during the day. I can still be in their life. And then at nighttime while they're sleeping, why not work and get a bigger bag? Oh, wait. Last but not least, I took my shahada, y'all. First, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. See you guys later. Love you guys.